that stings. We've all been there. It's that moment when you read or hear something that cuts deep, leaving you feeling vulnerable and exposed. Someone says something critical, and it feels like a punch to the gut. The words echo in your mind, replaying over and over, making you question yourself. Maybe it was about your work, your appearance, or something deeply personal. These moments can shake our confidence and make us doubt our abilities, or something you care about. It's hard not to take it to heart, especially when it's about something you're passionate about or have invested a lot of time in. Whatever it was, it hurt. The pain is real, and it's okay to feel it. Acknowledging our emotions is the first step towards healing. Criticism is a part of life, like it or not. It's something we all have to deal with, no matter who we are or what we do. It can come from anyone, friends, family, bosses, or even people we barely know. Each source can affect us differently, but the impact can be just as profound, even strangers on the internet. In today's digital age, online comments and social media can be a breeding ground for harsh words and unsolicited opinions. The thing about criticism is that it's subjective. What one person finds helpful, another might find hurtful. It's all about perspective and personal experience. What one person finds helpful, another might find hurtful. It's a delicate balance, and understanding this can help us navigate the feedback we receive. It all depends on how we receive it and process it. Taking a moment to reflect on the feedback can provide clarity and help us decide how to move forward and what we do with it. Whether we choose to learn from it, let it go, or use it as motivation, the choice is ours. Embracing criticism as a tool for growth can transform the way we see ourselves and our journey. When we're criticized, our brains go into overdrive. It triggers a stress response, like a little alarm bell going off in our heads. Our heart rate might increase, we might start sweating, and we might feel a surge of adrenaline. This is our body's natural way of dealing with a perceived threat. The problem is that this stress response isn't always helpful. When we're stressed, it's harder to think clearly and make rational decisions. We might become defensive, lash out, or withdraw altogether. Criticism doesn't just affect us mentally, it impacts us emotionally too. Depending on the criticism and how it's delivered, we might feel a range of emotions, from sadness and disappointment to anger and frustration. We might even start to doubt ourselves and our abilities. It's important to remember that these feelings are normal. Everyone experiences criticism differently, and there's no right or wrong way to feel. The key is to acknowledge our emotions and find healthy ways to cope with them. Not all criticism is created equal. Understanding the difference between constructive and destructive criticism can significantly impact your personal and professional growth. There's a big difference between constructive criticism, which is meant to be helpful, and destructive criticism, which is intended to harm. Constructive criticism aims to build you up, offering insights and suggestions that can help you improve. It's like a guiding light, showing you the path to better performance and greater success. Constructive criticism is specific, focuses on behavior, and offers suggestions for improvement. It's not about attacking your character, but about providing actionable advice. For instance, a mentor might say, "Your presentation was strong, but you could engage the audience more by asking questions." This type of feedback is clear and actionable. It's like a coach giving you pointers to improve your game. Imagine a sports coach who observes your technique and offers tips to enhance your performance. They might say, "Try adjusting your stance for better balance." This guidance is intended to help you succeed. Destructive criticism, on the other hand, is vague, personal, and often delivered with anger or contempt. It lacks the intention to help and instead focuses on belittling or undermining you. For example, someone might say, "You always mess things up," without providing any specific details or ways to improve. It's like someone just trying to tear you down. This type of criticism can be demoralizing and unproductive, leaving you feeling defeated rather than motivated to improve. It's important to recognize when feedback is meant to harm rather than help. Learning to distinguish between the two is crucial for navigating the world of feedback. By identifying constructive criticism, you can use it as a tool for growth and development. Conversely, recognizing destructive criticism allows you to protect your self-esteem and focus on positive, actionable advice. Remember, the goal of feedback should always be to foster improvement and encourage progress. Section 5, roll with the punches, handling criticism like a champ. So how do we deal with criticism in a healthy way? Criticism can be tough to handle, but it's an inevitable part of life. Whether it's at work, in personal relationships, or even from strangers, learning to handle criticism gracefully is a valuable skill. First, take a deep breath and try not to react immediately. This simple act can help you gain control over your emotions and prevent you from saying or doing something you might regret later. It's important to create a mental space where you can process the information calmly. Give yourself time to process what's being said. Sometimes our initial reaction can be defensive, but taking a moment to reflect can provide clarity. Write down your thoughts if it helps, and try to understand the core message behind the criticism. Second, try to see it from the other person's perspective. This can be challenging, especially if the criticism feels harsh or unfair. However, understanding their viewpoint can offer valuable insights. Ask yourself, what are they trying to convey? What is their intention? Are they trying to be helpful? Sometimes criticism is meant to guide us towards improvement. Even if the delivery isn't perfect, the underlying intention might be positive. Look for constructive elements in their feedback. Is there any truth to what they're saying? Self-reflection is key here. Be honest with yourself and evaluate the feedback objectively. If there's a grain of truth, acknowledge it and consider how you can use it to grow. If the criticism is constructive, try to use it as an opportunity for growth. Constructive criticism can be a powerful tool for self-improvement. Embrace it as a chance to learn and develop new skills or perspectives. Thank the person for their feedback and ask clarifying questions. Showing appreciation for their input can foster a positive dialogue. If something isn't clear, don't hesitate to ask for more details. This shows that you value their opinion and are willing to engage constructively. If the criticism is destructive, don't take it personally. Not all criticism is meant to be helpful. Sometimes it can be a reflection of the other person's issues or insecurities. Maintain your composure and remember that their words don't define your worth. Remember that it says more about them than it does about you. Destructive criticism often reveals more about the critic than the person being criticized. Keep your focus on your own growth and well-being, and don't let negativity derail your progress. Section 6. You do you, self-worth, and tuning out the noise. One of the most important things to remember when dealing with criticism is that your self-worth is not defined by what others think of you. You are valuable and worthy, regardless of what anyone else says. It's easy to get caught up in negative feedback, but it's crucial to focus on your own progress and growth. Don't let the opinions of others drown out your own inner voice. Trust your gut, believe in yourself, and keep moving forward. Section 7. Growing pains criticism as a catalyst for change. As much as we might not like it, criticism can be a powerful tool for growth. It can help us identify areas where we can improve, challenge our perspectives, and ultimately become better versions of ourselves. Think of it as a sometimes painful nudge in the right direction. Embrace the discomfort, learn from your mistakes, and keep striving to be the best you can be. Section 8. Finding your crew. The importance of supportive relationships. Navigating the world of criticism is a lot easier when you have a supportive network of people around you. Surround yourself with friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who believe in you, encourage you, and offer constructive feedback when needed. These are the people who will lift you up when you're down, celebrate your successes, and help you learn from your mistakes. Section 9. Final thoughts. Criticism is a part of life, not the end of it. Criticism is an inevitable part of life. It's going to happen whether we like it or not, but how we choose to respond to it is up to us. We can let it define us, or we can use it as fuel for growth. Remember, you are strong, capable, and worthy. Don't let the haters get you down.